and dudettes. How are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome to What's the Damage? Today I'm going to be talking about something that's probably going to be a little polemic. You know, it's going to be very crucial that I phrase my words very carefully so I don't offend anyone. But today's topic is about feminists and why they scared the hell out of me. Now, let me explain, okay? Before any of you women out there who are feminists automatically attack me in the comments and saying that I suck and this and that, just try to hear me out, okay? But really pay attention to what I say in this video. Try to understand my point of view, okay? And just chill, okay? Now, in case you guys don't know, but I'm sure many of you do, women, they normally suffer a lot in society, you know, and to this day there's still a lot of machoism all over the place and sexism and men thinking that women are inferior. If you've been living under a rock, then you're excused if you don't know that this has been going on, okay? And it's been getting much better, you know, in the last few years. I think it was a lot worse a few decades ago, but lately there have been these anti-sexism movements called Feminism, you know, and they do a lot of campaigns and women's march, you know, for equal rights and this and that. I think that this is an amazing cause, you know. It's something that every woman should strive to fight for, no matter how old you are. Because if you're a teenager, one day you're going to become a woman, and these things that you don't think affect you today will. But I think that women in general all deserve respect, you know, and men and women are equal in my opinion, all right? So they should be treated equally. There's no such thing as a weaker or a stronger sex, you know. Men are not better than women, women are not better than men. I think we are all the same, you know. Now, of course, men and women, they have advantages and disadvantages in certain areas. There are pros and cons to being a man and a woman, you know. Neither of us are perfect, but I think that as humans, we are all equal, you know. We are all as important to the planet, you know, as each other. So it's just like, it's revolting when a man tries to show that he's better than a woman, or tries to prove that a woman can't do this and that she's inferior, you know. This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible, okay? I hate it when I see a man doing this, because it makes me feel, because I'm the kind of guy who, I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. I used to be very sexist. When I was younger, I was like, I was, to be honest, I was an asshole, okay? And girls did not like me when I was in high school, you know, because I was really dumb and I treated them like they were inferior. And today, being a 26-year-old man, I've come a much longer way, you know. I've matured a lot, and I understand that women deserve to be treated with respect because they never have been, you know. If you go back maybe 40 or 50 years, women were treated as objects, you know, and it was considered normal back then. It was considered really normal, especially here in Brazil, which is a country that unfortunately has a horrible history of sexism, you know. And even today I see a lot of cases of men treating women like they were inferior, you know. Now, the topic of this video is feminists specifically, and the tagline is not clickbait. To me, feminists are extremely terrifying. They scare me, and I'm going to explain why. Right off the bat, if you're a feminist, I admire you. I really do. I think that what you're fighting for is something that is going to make the world a much better place, you know? I think that if everyone had the thoughts that feminists do, the world would be a much better place, you know? Women are equal, you know, in some cases they're even better than men. But the thing is that whenever I try to show support for feminism, you know, women in general, there's always one who misunderstands me and attacks me for my beliefs, you know? And it's weird because, like, think of a fan of Justin Bieber or One Direction, probably the two most toxic fandoms on the planet, you know. And whenever you try to tell a fan of Justin Bieber that you're not a fan of Justin Bieber, they're going to try to kill you. You know, there have been cases where people, like fans of Justin Bieber, have physically hit other people who don't like Justin Bieber, you know. This is insane. This is not normal behavior, okay? To me, these people are psychotic, all right? And it's the same thing with certain feminists, because like I have seen a lot of cases on Instagram and on Twitter of feminists assuming that 100% of all men are pigs, you know, that like every single man sucks and every man is this and that and every man is an asshole, every man is a douchebag, every man needs to die, no man can respect women, men are traitors, men are liars, men are this. Well, what the hell? You know, how can you assume that 100% of the male population on this planet is worth nothing? You know, because if you guys think this, do you think like it would be fair if a man says the same thing about all women? Don't you think? Oh, because all women are this, all women are liars, all women are cheaters, all women are this and that. Do you guys think that it's fair for you to assume that 100% of all women are, you know, deplorable, but then we can't assume that all women are deplorable? You guys ever thought about that? Like, I understand that women have been a lot more, they've been pounded and they've suffered and attacked much more than men. But it doesn't mean that you guys can go and insult every single guy on this planet. There is not one single human being alive of the 7 billion people on this planet that has met every single person on this planet. It is completely unfair for you as a feminist to say that every man is, you know, an asshole. It doesn't make any sense because I don't consider myself to be. I have been fighting for years to try to show that women deserve equality, you know, and I try my best to respect them and treat them the way that I think they should be treated and the way that I want to be treated, you know, with love and respect and admiration and equality and this and that, you know, the kind of message that Michael Jackson would preach a lot in his songs, you know. Michael Jackson is the person who inspired me a lot to change my mindset a few years ago, you know. So it doesn't really make much sense for me to try to be a better person to women, but then all women that I see, feminists, think that men are worth nothing, that we're all worthless and we don't deserve any love and admiration and respect too. Not all guys are assholes, okay? There are many guys who are amazing, you know? And all of my friends, like, I don't have a single friend who is a macho man, who's sexist or segregates women and this and that. So it's really unfair when me and my friends try to be respectful to women and then I hear some woman saying that, you know, all men are worthless. That's not fair. My words are probably repeating a lot throughout this video because I'm trying not to curse, because if I curse I'm gonna have to bleep it out and it takes a while to edit and this and that. And you know, normally I curse and what's the damage, you know, but I'm trying to keep my language appropriate, especially because of the topic that I'm covering. But listen, to all of you feminists out there, okay, I'm talking to you directly. If a man shows interest in supporting you and your cause, if he wants to support feminism, if he wants to support these marches for women's rights, if he wants to treat you with respect, even if he's romantically interested in you and he wants to show that he respects you like a woman, give him a chance. You know, give us a chance to show that we're on board, because you guys, you keep spreading this message that people need to support feminism and need to respect women and give you equal rights and raise money for this and that. And then there's what's the word called? Pink October, Red October, the one where there's ribbons and I forgot what it's called. I posted about it some time ago. Or was it International Women's Day? I don't know, something like this. Anyway, you guys, you feminists, you're always trying to rally people to your cause and to support you, right? So how come when a man tries to support you, you spit at him and you say that this isn't where he belongs, you know? It doesn't make any sense. Now, I know that it's more common for men in the LGBT community to get involved. If you're a gay man, then women pretty much love you because you're like one of them. But when you're a heterosexual man like me and you're trying to support women, it's weird because the what's the word? The results that I get, the response that I get is almost always negative, you know? This is even an exaggeration, this is real. Every single feminist that I have ever met has been against men, you know? And whenever I try to say that I support this cause and this and that, they attack me, you know? There was even a case where I was talking to a woman who was a feminist and showing that I agree with her point of view, and then she started cursing me. This is for real. This is a conversation on Facebook Messenger. She said that I was a man, and because I was a man, I could never understand a woman, and I could never I could never support her cause, and that I was, you know, a filthy animal, this and that. And I was like, and it's weird because every time this happens, it makes me want to support feminism less and less and less, you know? Because it doesn't really make any sense for me to give my support and my time and my energy to a cause, and everyone else who's involved on the other side thinks that I shouldn't even be here, you know? So it doesn't make any sense for me to continue getting involved, you know? One of the best examples of this entire topic that I'm talking about is Emma Watson. You know, I recorded a video about her a long time ago where I think I did touch a little bit on these topics too. She is a Goodwill UN ambassador, and she preaches a lot about women's rights and this and that. So she is like a shining beacon for women who feel oppressed, you know? Emma Watson is an amazing woman. She is an example of a woman. Not you feminists out there who attack men because you think that we have no place. I don't even know how to express this. For example, there was one case on Twitter where I actually got into a debate with someone who said that, yeah, because it's really cool to see a man supporting women because normally men just respect men. What the hell do you mean men normally just respect men? You know, like if you're a feminist who thinks this way, then it doesn't, like you're doing everything the opposite of what people like Emma Watson are trying to do, you know? I don't see Emma Watson preaching any anti-men views, you know? I really haven't seen any case at all, you know? And it's just weird because these kinds of women are single. They don't have boyfriends, they don't have husbands, they barely have friends who are guys, because you are alienating guys who actually are good men. You know, like I understand that a lot of men are still assholes who are sexist and offend women. I understand that vulgar men still exist, but it's not 100% of the male population, you know? And it's really, really offensive when you say these kinds of things, and then the men who are trying to support you, like, we think, well, what the hell are we doing? Why are we trying to support someone who's attacking us, you know? I'm speaking for all men who are in the same position as me, because I have friends who have also, you know, come to me and talked about this to get it off their shoulders. And it's really offensive to us, you know? Because I know that women deserve equal rights, you know? I know that we're all the same. But whenever I try to tell a feminist that we're all the same, they say, no, women are better, men suck, and this and that. So wait a second. You're trying to preach the message that it's wrong for men to say that men are better than women, and yet you're trying to preach that women are better than men. And you are like, you're so stupid that you can't see the illogical paradox that you're making right in front of you, because you are literally doing the exact thing that you were trying to preach against, which makes a feminist, in this case, a hypocrite. I'm starting to fear for my life around here, because I honestly think that the day will come when a feminist is going to physically attack me or even try to kill me, you know? Because we know how this works. Guys, you know Ted Bundy, right? You guys remember Ted Bundy? The most infamous serial killer in the history of the world, right up there with Jeffrey Dahmer and Charles Manson. But Ted Bundy was a man with such a filthy hatred towards women that he couldn't stop killing them, you know? And it's like sometimes when you hate something so much, this is what happens. It drives you to kill. So what if a feminist hates men to such a degree that she starts killing them like Ted Bundy killed women, you know? And like, it all starts with hatred, guys. It all starts with a small indifference that stems into hatred and then gets into something this dangerous. Now, of course, I might just be exaggerating, you know, I might be going off the rails here, but it's just what I think, because I've been attacked by so many feminists that I'm scared to give my opinion anymore. You know, and I'm only recording this YouTube video because I don't hide anything from you guys on this channel here. I like to talk about things that bother me. So, but after this video, I'm probably not even going to touch on this topic anymore, and maybe a lot of feminists will go into the comment section and, you know, try to strike at me. But it's just what I think, guys. If you want equality, if you want men and women to have equal rights, then treat all of us equally. You know, if you're a woman who feels oppressed, then try to show the other side of the cheek. Try to treat men with respect, and then men will also treat you with respect. Because I'm a very old school person when it comes to respect. I'm not going to respect you if you don't respect me. It doesn't matter who you are, you know. You could be my father, my mother, my girlfriend, my wife, my boss. I don't care. I'm not going to respect you if you don't respect me. That's how it works. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what position in the world you're in. Even if you happen to be above me, you're only going to get my respect if you give me yours. It's the same thing with women. I'm sorry. Now, hey, if you're one of those few feminists, you know, who doesn't have any anti-men, you know, mindsets or anything like that, you are 100% free to come and talk to me. You know, come and talk to me here in the comments or in the community tab, okay? And tell me what you think about all this. Tell me why you think women are this way. Tell me your viewpoints, okay? I've given my opinions. Give me your opinions. I'm all ears, okay? I'm not a stubborn person. I am completely open to hearing other people's opinions, you know? If you're a feminist and you think that I've been expressing myself in a way that's offensive to you, tell me. Tell me what I said that's offensive so I can change and be a better person, so I can phrase my words differently and act differently, okay? If you think that I offended you in any way. If I did offend you, I'm sorry. My intention wasn't to offend, but maybe, then again, if I offended you, maybe you needed it. Maybe you needed to hear it, okay? But at the end of the day, I support women, I support feminism, I support everything that you guys do, okay? And it's getting harder and harder to show it and continue with this. Feminists scare me. They really, really scare me, you know? So I don't know, you know. If my next girlfriend happens to be extremely feminist, who doesn't really take to men very well, it's gonna be a really difficult relationship, you know. But whatever. This is Chazzy, signing out for now, okay? And I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully something a little less anger induced, okay? I'll probably record something for the mixer, okay? And let's keep supporting women, guys, okay? As much as they need it, all right? That's about all we can do. And that's it. See you guys later.